Welcome to the week in the Feeling Fresh Challenge where we focus on produce. It's a bit more straightforward when it comes to fruits and vegetables. We go to the produce section, it's all fresh. But there are a few things to consider when it comes to processing in fruits and vegetables. We'll often see salt or sugar added to vegetables or fruits, whether they're canned or frozen, even dried. So if your produce items are packaged, be sure to always check the label, check the ingredients list to ensure there's no added salt or sugar or other preservatives to that food. We'll also see processed foods that are claiming to be superior because they have vegetables in them. You'll see this in noodles or chips, the veggie straws, different crackers, and while they might be superior to their counterpart, they certainly don't count as a serving of produce. So this week, let's focus on fresh fruits and vegetables, frozen fruits and vegetables that have nothing added to it, as well as dried fruits with no added sugar. These can all count as your fresh fruit and vegetable choices throughout the week. One of the biggest challenges when it comes to produce is getting enough each day. The recommendation is 5 to 9 servings a day, and these are half-cup servings. So it might feel daunting to hear that 5 to 9 number, but when they come in half-cup portions, we add them to what we're already eating. Hopefully, it can become a realistic goal. As you work through the Feeling Fresh task list this week, get creative and think outside the box. That's been a big theme for this challenge, is to kind of check in on what you normally do and see how you can elevate it and create a more nutrient-dense plate full of fiber. If there's one thing I know for sure after being a dietitian for more than a decade, it's that preparation is key. So whether you are pre-washing fruits and vegetables, pre-cutting, even pre-cooking, any sort of leg up that you can give yourself on the week is going to help. Aim to add produce to each meal, breakfast, lunch, dinner, and snack. So if we're talking breakfast, you might be doing a smoothie with berries or banana. I'm always keeping those frozen in my freezer. You can also do, fresh berries on your oatmeal or yogurt. And sometimes I'll even add vegetables to breakfast, either through that smoothie. That's always a convenient option. Or I like to do kind of a veggie, egg dish where I'll do roasted sweet potato, usually leftovers, so it's quick and easy. But I'll add kale, mushrooms, shredded carrots. I'll put an egg on top, a little avocado, and some hot sauce. That's one of my favorite breakfasts. It can be quick if you're prepared and things are chopped and washed or even cooked ahead of time. When it comes to lunch and dinner, think about how you can load up the veggies. My goal is always to make at least half by volume of what I'm eating vegetables. So whether it's a stir fry, a soup, a grain bowl, you're going to want to really ramp those up and get creative of how you're adding them, whether they're roasted, shredded. Sometimes I'll even do a pickled slaw like a cabbage or even pickled onions. Those are kind of fun to do at home and they taste great. It's really easy to throw those on once they're already done and created. Another way you can look at adding fruits and vegetables to your day is focusing on snacks. So my snack mantra is to do produce plus protein. So this works great for this week's challenge. It might be a clementine with some almonds. It could be, an apple with some peanut butter. But there are ways that you can combine produce with that protein to create this sustainable snack. My dog's walking through the kitchen. Okay, so let's go with some tips on, thinking about how you can cook these fruits and vegetables a little bit differently. Asparagus is one of those that's a lot of fun, right? But a lot of times, I know my mom would steam it to where it's just almost cooked to nothing. I like to just spread it on a sheet pan, put a little olive oil on it and roast it at about 400 degrees in the oven. It gets crispy. I can also dice it, right? So you're going this way, put it in the stove top and do a quick stir fry. If I'm going that route, I'm usually using a toasted sesame oil with a little everything but the bagel seasoning, fresh ginger if I have it, but it kind of takes on an Asian flair when I'm going that route. So other things you can think about are, how you can cook fruits. Grilled pineapple is great. You can saute bananas, kind of like a healthier bananas Foster. You can also cook down apples to make applesauce really easily at home. So cooking fruit is not out of the question. And then think about how, do you need to improve your cutting skills at all? Right? So when you're looking at a mango, you want to take the almost cheeks off the side with a knife. This pit runs through the center and it's almost real thin and narrow. So once you take those off, you can draw a grid into the flesh of the mango, flip it inside out, and then go ahead and shave those mango chunks off and you're ready to go. Mango is great to eat on its own, but it's also really good in spicy Mexican or Indian dishes. So whether it's a curry or a Southwest, quinoa bowl, mango is going to complement that really well. So as you work through your week for produce, try to, again, think outside the box, try something new, but most importantly, plan ahead. Your plan doesn't have to be strict, but what can you do to wash, cut, and prep vegetables so that they're there and ready to go, so you'll be able to grab them and make the most of each meal throughout this week.